Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be obviously using the ROSANNA in PvP or Arena with ANIS. Now, I recorded it without any audio, so there's going to be a voiceover of me playing, playing Arena with just my voiceover to the matches that I ended up recording. I did end up using gems, right? So like this portion that you guys are hearing right now is being recorded after that part. I did end up using a bit of gems to do some more matches, but it was very interesting, right? Obviously, there were some matches I lost and there was matches I've won. It was interesting because Rosanna was actually doing decently well. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, you guys will see in the video with my commentary over it. Her skill levels are 144. Would have been better if I could get it all 555. But don't have enough match, right? With all the match I need to give to ANIS, it's not really, I can't really feed this character all the match I need to. And then for the cube, I did actually give her the Relic Quantum cube because I wanted to burst as soon as possible with this team. So yeah. And then obviously you already know how ANIS goes. So we're gonna go to the video where I wasn't speaking, but I'm gonna add commentary to it. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and like. That's it. Alrighty, so I'm doing my first ever voiceover of the match I recorded. So on this team, I don't know what I was fighting. It was a Makima, Noise, Haran, right? Comp. I was really just picking and choosing teams that looked interesting. Alright, try to keep it around my power, obviously, so that you guys could actually see a showcase and not a domination. But there was times where I remember that we would use the Burstio, and for example here, I think Noise died at this. Was it this match? No, like there was a match where there was two or three matches where Rosanna was like ulting and then she would actually just kill somebody instantly. But obviously we didn't end up killing anybody with Rosanna. She ended up dying, and then obviously ANIS went crazy. And remember, for every Nikke that dies within the battlefield, Rosanna does get stronger. She gets the frenzy effect, which is like a 23% attack buff, I believe mine was, a 23% attack buff for every Nikke that ends up dying. So here we ended up fighting another ANIS team, and that's literally why I fought this one, because it had another ANIS, and they haven't been running ANIS as much as I thought they would in PvP, right? And she's very good for PvP, right? I guess a lot of people just already have their team set and they're not going to change instantly. But maybe here, there was a match where we like ended up killing somebody instantly. So not this match. Dorothy was already dead there, but as you see, like, and then I think I start showing the stats here. I don't know when I start showing stats actually, but literally, oh yeah, here. So ANIS ended up carrying, but Rosanna did pretty good. She did 1.2, right? Because remember, Rosanna's burst skill does pretty good against 2 attacker allies, or at least it will focus 2 attacker allies before any other allies. So that's kind of where Rosanna shines in PvP. I'd say you need to have her invested in order for her to like pop off, but yeah, let me see here. I think this is when we actually one-tap Noir with Rosanna, which buffs up her damage, and when we enter a full burst, if she does end up killing somebody, she's also getting ANIS's effect. So here, if you look at the Noir there, she was already low. I guess no, she might have already been dead. No, so Drake, if you guys look there, go back a bit, Drake ended up, Drake and Modernia, both of them ended up losing a big chunk of HP, right? And because they were attackers one, and then obviously in ANIS's case, they have the highest attack. It's a kind of like a nice duo combo right there. So Rosanna definitely works. Probably going to invest more into Rosanna just where she's more decent in PvP. There was a team though, I don't remember where it was, but there was a team where I knew it would just shred us, but I wanted to see if we could do something with Rosanna. It was a Scarlet team though, Scarlet Noah comp. So this one, I was trying to feel a bit ballsy, trying to go for something that was, what, 55k more CP than a team that wasn't really built, right? So when you're doing Arena, never really go for teams that higher than you, especially if you know your team is not really ready for it. Like this team is definitely not prepared for a team like that, right? We actually could have done it, but Biscuit ended up dying. Like if Biscuit was alive there, we would have actually beaten this team, right? So if Biscuit didn't die, we would have smoked this team, no questions asked, right? Pretty insane there. Biscuit just ended up dying. There's nothing much you could do there. And then I think it was here. I know, so this is where I start using gems, right? And I even showing you guys there, I'm going to start using gems. I think I used like 400 gems or something. Right, not big of a deal for me, but Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually having a fun doing this arena showcase here because why not, right? I mean, Rosanna, your boy did pull up Rosanna on stream, so yeah. But let's see. I remember how this match went. Did we end up winning? So like Biscuit, okay, we ended up winning, right? As long as we get that burst skill off, we're not really gonna lose, right? If you notice in a lot of these matches, though, Biscuit seems to be like the liability, right? They keep going for Biscuit, and she dies quickly. So that's why I usually run 2 defenders. But if I was to do that, I would have to take Privity off, guaranteed. And I don't really want to take Privity off because she's also giving us an attack buff, right? Although she also is lowering our reload or our max ammo capacity. I think people forget that she's also giving an attack buff, right? Oh, this was a healing team, and because obviously it was so funny the last time we did a arena with ANIS, I wanted to go against it again, but with Rosanna and ANIS, right? So yeah, I think obviously ANIS is helping out Rosanna pretty well in PvP. It really depends on the team comp you decide to build here. But as you guys see here, we got it off, and then we start cooking, right? But Rosanna keeps dying, like literally, like in teams like this, she would die after she got her burst skill off. So there's that. And Rosanna's purpose is kind of to just like nuke, if not get two of the highest attackers on their team very low, and then she would cook, right? That's kind of her purpose. So it was really interesting, right? It was really interesting that she was like getting her burst skill off, and then like she would die right after. One of these, it was this team right here. This is the team that was like, I fought this team multiple times, but it's like a nuke team. It gets its burst skill, their full burst quite quickly, and then obviously Scarlet nukes, right? The only way I could survive a team like this is if I run Noah, and then Noah ends up giving everybody immunity, because then the burst skill will have an effect on us. But our burst generation just wasn't, I mean, it was good enough, but by the time we got to use any burst skill, our team was already gone from Scarlet. So that was a pretty interesting comp. Might run that team on my SP arena, but with Haran because I don't own Scarlet. Very, very nice team there. I like it. And then this one, I think we beat this person. I only want to fight this team because I've seen Anne there, right? That's the only reason why I wanted to fight this team. But I believe we won this match, right? I'm recording this, like, the voiceover is, like, 10 minutes after I recorded it, so I don't really remember exactly what happened for every match, but I do know I like fought this match just because I seen Anne, right? She's not a character you see much in PvP, but she's very good for PvP. So here we ended up getting our burst skill somehow. I think we made it though. Yeah, and then we ended up, I think we still lost here though. Yeah, we still lost here, right? Fortunately, I think they killed Biscuit before we got to use ANIS burst skill. So, or I think they killed Biscuit before she got to use her burst skill, even though it was ready, and then that's what ended up happening. And then I showed my little stats here. So that's basically the end of the video. You guys let me know what you think from these performances. Obviously, I wanted to invest into Rosanna more, and then I'll use her more in PvP probably. But that's it. Subscribe, like, I'm out.